Hello, everybody. It's the Forbidden Panelcast. I'm Joel. This is AJ.
Actually, this is the side panel, but that's
It's the
okay.
side panel.
We have so many podcasts; it's just so hard to remember them all.
It's a lot of panels,
A lot of panels,
but they're all good panels, and they're connected.
and they're forbidden.
Yes, except for you fans. You can have whatever you want out of it. But today, we're going to be doing an unboxing together. Okay, we've got some interesting goodies.
This will be the first unboxing without a transformer, so I'm going to be sitting here admiring from the side while Joe shows us all the cool goodies that he brought.
But it's messed up too, because when you get somebody hooked on something and then you come over and you're going to get a little taste of that, and then we're not going to be able to unbox a transformer, which is sad. But to stave off that pain, all I've got to do is stand up and look around at AJ's collection, which you guys cannot see right now. But if I need a transformer fix, this is where I go.
All right,
Undisclosed location, by the way.
undisclosed in Beaumont.
Deep in a cave. You'll never find it. You got to move trees. It's like the Bat Cave.
Right.
Okay. All right. So what I've got for us today, I was able to get my hands on the Target exclusive NECA Universal Monsters Dracula Shredder combo. So they made a black one that has kind of your more classic, Dracula colors. But this one is also nasty. And I'm kind of personally loving the blood red version. Just a pinch better. To me, it's a little reminiscent of Bram Stoker's Dracula when Gary Oldman had that really sick armor.
Mm-hmm. The blood armor.
Yeah, the blood armor. So there's that. AJ, you want to take a peek at the box? Let me know what your first thing about that. And
it's a box.
It's a box inside this little shipper. Now, all as far as I got to was opening the shipper, you guys. We have not gone any further than that. I am going to flip this over. Very excited. I waited to be here with AJ so that we could open the Masters of the Universe, Masterverse Skeletor, and Throne, the Havoc Throne. Anyway, these are the two things we got to open. There's probably going to be a lot of stuff with these things, but probably not a whole lot of the ways of complicated transforming. So we might get through this quick. We'll see. But yeah, AJ,
that's good for you guys because you don't have to sit here and watch us go. Oh, they're transforming again.
But these should all come out relatively quickly, so we'll see. You got a regular sharp knife, buddy?
Do I?
Bam! Thank you.
I love how this comes with the collector's gel pack in here. So that your animals can't eat anything in here. This is a one-of-a-kind collector's salt gel pack here.
Oh.
As you can see, it's highly collectible, just flapping around there in the breeze.
Oh yeah, super collectible.
I'm never taking that out. I mean, it's bronze.
I will say the boxes that I've put my toys back in, if I need to sit on something for a little while, I've been leaving those in there because I've had toys with mold in them before. I actually got an Optimus Prime, and inside one of the base areas where you could put parts and stuff underneath the trailer, straight up mold. It was brand new, but I mean, these boxes sit who knows where, for how long. All right. Actually, you know what? Let's save this bad boy. Let's go ahead and dig into Shredder, Dracula Shredder. Okay.
I have to say that it's cool because I think that I'm willing to bet it's a Bela Lugosi head, but they're gonna say it's the Rakasoki head, but they look so much alike.
They look pretty. Yeah, it's a tough one, but I mean. Here, I'll try to see if I can get a good zoom in there for you guys. They give you a pretty good idea of what.
Well, I'm going to pull up the secondary camera so we can take a look at them.
Yeah, honestly, this is pretty sweet on the back of the box, and I'll show you the art on the front.
Just give me a minute, people.
No problem. Until then, again, what's nice? I think you saw AJ open it. These NECA Figures have a nice window box for some people if you don't want to ever open this. At least you can get pretty good enjoyment of it. Whoop.
So here's your song. Really?
Get some of that side.
Go ahead and open it. There's that lovely silica gel pack we were talking about. All right.
All right. So let's see this guy.
Due to technical difficulties, we will not be hosting the secondary camera this time. Sorry, guys.
Secondary cameras being a punk.
It said mean things about my mom, so
we said you got to go, bro.
it got to go.
All right, so that came out of the box real easy. Let's see, we'll pull some. Oh, there we go. That's where we got some snips, you guys. So neck a lot of times has the little clear plastic little dealies, which if you have little snips like these, it's kind of nice, but be careful. I did snip a thumb off of somebody once. Not a real person. Yeah.
He's not a full horseman.
He's got a lot of these in there. Not even come from the back.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Hey guys. He's got a cloth cape. Silica gel pack.
Woohoo.
All right, flip this guy back over. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get him out of here and hand him straight to AJ. All right, feet out. And there you go. He should be relatively loosey goosey. He was in the car today. There you go, my friend. Take a peek and show him.
There's a lot happening in this helmet.
Yeah, initial response.
The helmet is busy. The hands are. I'm not too impressed with the hands, just to be honest with you. But everything else seems really awesome. The armor is reminiscent of the Bela Lugosi, Gary Oldman Empire blood armor. But also being the Shredder at the same time. It's a good combination.
It's got a lot of little interesting goodies. He's got some dead rats or snacks, depending on what you want to call them. So there's a little tiny rat. They're both kind of flat on one side, kind of little rigor mortis going on. But they're pretty detailed. Actually, decent little paint application on them. Actually, little white teeth. It's got a turtle with a candle on it. That's kind of funny. Okay. I mean, come on, guys. Actually kind of cute. Yeah, I noticed is the hands don't really have a whole much in the way of paint application. Just a little bit of looks like it's mostly a white with like a pinch of green in it. I don't know if that's what you saw in the other hands.
So the hands that he has on now, just the fist, look like just globs of plastic.
Mm.
You know, molded into a hand. Where these look at least individualized. The fingers are pulled apart.
You go. So these two, yeah. Now there's a grip. These are a grip hands. It looks like they will hold said staff.
Since he is a ninja, he might actually have some ninja grip.
So there you go. Check that guy out. Yeah, so one hand, very grippy. Got some big, dark nails. He also has this little, this jug. Not totally sure what the jug would be for, but I'm assuming it could be holding blood. I mean, and you've got
Or Michelangelo and Leonardo.
I don't know why these wouldn't be on there in the first place. These are the big, nasty shredder, bladey spike hands with the blades on the front of his arms. He's got one.
He's got one here.
He's got one, but these have a little more of an open hand, like nail grip thing to it. And then honestly, one I think on the left that is just perfect again to hold this staff. Let me take a peek at these guys, see if you like those a little better. Now he's got 3 head options. He has the very young Bela Lugosi-esque face, which is pretty sweet. It's got
we don't have the rights because right now Bela Lugosi's dead. Will be playing in the soundtrack. But we don't have the rights.
He's got a nice thrash. Looks like some battle damage on his face. Looks pretty sweet.
So I'm saying you can't tell if it's Bela Lugosi or Oroku Saki.
Yeah. I mean, I would say it's cool either way.
Right.
I wish you guys see this a little better, but it really is. Check that out.
Let me see if I can pull it up on this camera. This again, I apologize for the feedback noise.
Well, he's doing that. Yeah, there you go. Oh.
Okay. I'm not going with that anymore.
Well, if we were doing the review in the dark with a little bit more creepiness and we added the echo, then for effect, you guys would love it. It does come with the crazy looking bat helmet. I love that thing. That's which is pictured on the front of the box. I dig it because they add some paint application to make it look like the areas around his eyes are glowing with more of a kind of a pinpoint bat eye face. So he's got the bat helmet, vampire bat helmet. He has the regular head portrait, which is really good too. And then, of course, the one that you guys saw him in, where you get kind of the combination of his actual face And I mean, how did it feel posably? Did you feel like it was solid, janky?
No, it feels good. A solid piece. Heavy.
I mean, NECA stuff's usually got some pretty good solid motion to it. You only got so much movement due to the outfit on the bottom because you only move the legs so far out, due to where
But this isn't real
these
rope.
pieces. Yeah, that would be cool if it was real rope. I'm gonna throw this
And that
other
this isn't a real rat.
the Honey I Shrunk the Kids rat. So the hand came out pretty good. Let's see. I'm gonna throw this. Oh no, it looks like we only get the claw though on the left hand. We don't get any right-handed claws. That's interesting. That is kind of weird. So you guys, just so you know, there is no option to stick a claw on the right hand. Interesting thing that they did that. I mean, I remember the Shredder always having them on both hands, both sides. But in this one, we're getting a whole lot of left hand, not so much right hand. I guess we know which hand Shredder does things with. So I'm going to go ahead and try to pop this head off real quick. Let's see, you guys, if it's a nightmare. Pray, pray, pray. Okay, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all. All right. Let's see. You guys want to see the regular portrait?
I want the turtle to walk around with the head on it. Here you go, Mikey. You just keep walking.
All right. There is actually a tiny actual metal chain, which you guys are going to be able to see, but holding the cape on, I don't think it's actually holding the cape. The cape seems to be underneath the shoulder pads, but there is actually a tiny little chain just for aesthetic. Even just as a straight Dracula, not even as a Shredder. I think this is actually still pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty good.
We'll see how well he stands. As far as
I'm dead. I'm dead.
as far as him, showing up to being as cool as at least the Leonardo that we opened. I dig it. I dig it. I mean, I like the way it looked anyway. But I'll be honest with you, the only thing that really is a bummer to me, I don't know why they do not have the metal clawed hands for the right side. That seems like my only real gripe. See, does the box show it? The box doesn't make it appear like there was ever claws for the other side, so they're not showing you one thing and giving you something else. But I don't know why that's unilateral. Shredder always had two that I remember. AJ? Minus that, I'm digging it. If you guys are super into just a classic Dracula look, then maybe the black one will be more what you want. It's pretty much the same except for the color scheme.
There you have it, folks.
Anyway,
Shredder Dracula out.
Shredder Dracula out. As far as combo villains go, I think it's pretty fun. Just gonna scoot these goodies over. Yeah, they put some love into it. Random turtle head, turtle skull, enough little goodies. Again, dead rats. Interesting. I mean, Dracula should have better standards than to just really get blood from rats. But hey, when you're hard up and you're on a ship for a long time, rats will do.
Bunch of little spinners.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Dead splinters. All right. Well, I still think that was a sweet figure. If you're into that, I would definitely nab it. I'm happy about it. But let's get to the bigger situation. All right, AJ, all I did was cut the tape, if you would like to pull that out of there. So This is the Mattel brand Skeletor and Throne. Been waiting for this to come out for a while. Supposedly the Skeletor that comes with it is its own Skeletor. Not a release that's already been put out.
He's
Yeah.
ball headed.
He is bald headed looking. This one's sweet. It's got some red eyes in there. I'll show you close as best I can. The art on the box, though, is really sweet, you guys. It does go all the way around. It has some of the henchmen, Merman, Beastman, and Evelyn. Yeah, that's actually some pretty sweet art. All right, go ahead.
This box is already pretty cool. It's like a shoebox type of box, but it has embossed graphics on it. You can feel the different rocks and everything coming off of it, and different design and logo design. That's a cool little Skeletor skull there.
I'm digging the embossing. That's really super cool.
Immediately upon opening, I see a fuzzy hairy patch. I'm not joking.
Fuzzy hairy patch.
And it looks like they disassembled the throne in packing this. So let me see about unpacking it. Maybe we can do some assembly.
Sleep, that's pretty cool. They actually gave you some soft goods. Looks like he's sitting on the fur of a dead something.
Of Dead Beastman.
I guess I'll help you here and I'll help you get Skeletor out. So this is absolutely a version that looks released only for the throne. It's got a picture of him on it.
Cool.
Yep. Ooh.
Inside is instructions and everything, how to install the battery.
If they even gave us a battery, which
To put everything together. And this is a backdrop. So this
it's coming together. Coming together.
is
So far, looks like good construction. Ooh, I see.
flapped. That's one.
Yeah, so far, the base itself, yeah, we would need to put in. Pretty sure there's no batteries already in there. All right. Looking good. Coming together slow. Those instructions seem to be very helpful, or not so much?
Not really.
Not so much. Yeah, they just pretty much show tabs and say, put it on in there. I will tell you guys, be careful. I don't think these tabs are quite as easy to get in there as you would initially think. The other parts were pretty easy to get in there. All right. I know we got some silence here, you guys, but we're diligently working.
Trying not to break. In fact, I'm going to officially give this up to the owner. So if anything bad happens, it's his fault.
Well, that's okay. The box, the backdrop part's pretty cool, but at least for now, everything else looks relatively easy. Well, relatively easy. There we go. And we got, let's see, this back spiny part. So those pieces pop in. And we got that going on the back. All right. Well, minus the backdrop, you guys, which looks not too crazy to do, but I'm gonna play with that on its own another time. As cool as that is, I don't think it pops quite as easy as they would like you to believe. But we'll play with that a little later. We'll send you some pics of what that looks like when it's all the way up. Well, so far it's a pretty wicked looking throne. I'm going to get Skeletor out of his box as well. I was looking forward to the throne and Skeletor. Like I said, this Skeletor isn't exactly a Skeletor that's already been released, which would be nice, instead of them just spitting out the same Skeletor and making us pay to have the same Skeletor. All
See the
right.
instructions again.
Beep, boop, beep. All right, some more plastic pieces, you guys. Keep Skeletor in there. Little tape to hold the cape. The tape's kind of leaves a little bit of residue on the cape, you guys, when you pull the tape off. So, yeah, it would have been nice if they hadn't used tape with that. But I don't know whether it was for display or whatever. They felt the need to do that. But hey. All right, he's almost free. I call this Skeletor's throne when he has to handle business, but looks like that soft, fuzzy area. There's no hole in the middle, so okay. Well, I'm gonna hand over Skeletor to AJ to get his first opinion on what he thinks about this Skeletor.
It's crap.
I'm gonna open this little side thing. We're supposed to have some extra goodies in here. Goes down in there, okay? All right.
Mm-hmm.
So you got the two staffs.
This looks almost like your standard Motu figure.
Yeah, the rest of
Back
it.
in the day, a little skinnier. Bigger on the head scope, I would say. And the fact that this is a little loose just sits there. A little bothersome, but cool nonetheless. But yeah, the residue on the cape.
Yeah, I see the tape residue on the cape is kind of a little bummer that they did that. I don't really think the cape needed to be held on the sides, but I would say at least so far this is a pretty hefty hefty piece of throne. It has actual looks like metal rivets holding on different parts of the plastic. That both of these staffs go in real nicely and get held up. The cloth goods of that animal fur right there. Everything. I'll be honest with you. As far as how it looks in the construction, I'm digging it. It would take a screwdriver to open this panel and put a battery in it. So they'd almost never give you batteries with anything anymore. But I should have thought about that. I did know in advance that it was supposed to glow. Most production pictures I saw that it was glows green. Let's take a peek at this guy. Oh, Skeletor doesn't stand too good.
Remember that backdrop again?
Yep. So I did have another Skeletor where he had armor like this. That was a Masterverse Skeletor, different color scheme that added some extra beefiness to him. There is little bits that do kind of push down into his outfit that do kind of hold it stable, but it adds a little something extra to him. But this face, and he actually has small red ball like plastic pieces in his eyes. Because I think they're redoing the armor and they're not changing it much. There is a place for his other half or the villainous end of the power sword, but he does not come with one. You guys, he only comes with the two staffs. So overall, there is a sheen to his outfit. There's a metallic sheen to everything. I am digging his Skeletor head though. It's protruding out. Very evil. Definitely has a nice lime green with the red eyes. Like I said, this is different enough. Sticking with this, it's not just a full, like I said, straight copy. I can't 100% tell you that the head is 100% new to this, but at least the metallic purple. I'm gonna go ahead and try to sit him in here for you guys. Throw a hand over.
Voila.
And let's see if we can get him in here. See what he looks like sitting down. There is an amazing premium format statue of basically this exact situation. It's amazing. But you know what? For a pretty small fraction of premium format, I'm not upset about this. I'll see if I can get a little closer for you guys.
Did he have any other heads?
No other heads, just two hands. Like I said, I was kind of bummed that he didn't have at least some version of his sword. There's a place to put one because it was the same armor, base armor. But it does come pretty loaded. Later, I'll get some batteries in there and take some pics, send them to AJ so you can see what it looks like with the flames glowing. I've seen it where they are green. I saw some other photos that made it look like there was a red option too, but until I can guarantee that, you guys, it's just photos online. You could probably get funky and change the LEDs out of here if you wanted to. But thoughts, AJ?
I try not to have those.
Just a couple. Thoughts if you were a Motu fan, or for Motu fans out there, do you think this would tickle their fancy, or do you think they would be?
I think we're coming from two different categories here as far as genres. You got the TMNT here, and you got the He-Man Skeletor here. So I when you compare them, the figure wise, I think they're both great figures. I think they're both very somewhat articulate. The molds are done great. The colors are done wonderful. There's a lot more going into this than you would think to look at, especially considering, it's kind of like a fancy cardboard. if I'm being honest with you.
Mhm.
But the way that they did it makes it feel like it's just above one
Mhm.
step above fancy cardboard. You know what I mean? Like they put time and effort into it. So I could appreciate that, and I respect all the work they did. This is all cool. I can't wait to see it lit up.
Mhm.
Um, the Dracula set, I would have liked to have seen more with it.
Mhm.
I think I want to see more blood somewhere, or some sort of tortured figure, or like like a victim or something to have come with him or something.
Some bones. I would like a skull,
Yeah,
or something.
something more weapons, something different. I mean, it's cool. I like what he has, but I just
Mhm.
wanted one more thing.
Mhm.
Maybe like the ooze and a blood vial or something like that. Something to tie it a little bit more together. But
Mhm.
I still enjoy what it is.
Yeah.
That bat helmet is pretty tight though.
And I always try to remind myself, there could have been a lot of other things always involved when a figure comes out, but during all the stuff that gets chopped during production or business meetings, we never know what was planned versus what actually comes out. Um, like I said, just some minor stuff. I'm with AJ. I would have liked to seen just a little bit more. The rats are cool. The turtle with the candle is kind of cool in the jug, but I would have probably traded all of that for some bones. Um, you know,
A background would have been really good with him. So
background. Yeah.
some more, if they would have put some more thought and processing into a boxing like they did with this, uh, I think it would have been really awesome to see him with some sort of background, or in a lab, or with the lightning or something going on happening
Mhm.
with him, or in the sewer, or something different, something so he can stand in front of something and really pop. Right now, if he's just sitting in front of your display looking like this, with nothing behind him, he's just going to look. It's not going to look bad. It just doesn't look as good as it could.
Right diorama, he'll be amazing. Otherwise, he's just kind of there.
Right.
Um,
With parts that are going to go missing at some point.
I do appreciate the red option and not just the black suit option, because then he would look very similar to the Casey Jones is supposed to be a Phantom of the Opera, and he's all wearing black, so they might have kind of wish-washed together. But yeah, I agree. There's a few things on this one. It's the harder one to find. Um, so I was happy to find that. But as much as I love it, I really, really loved that Leonardo. Remember when we opened that?
Hmm.
He had a ton of gear with him. Um, the sculpt was amazing. This one's still pretty good, but I'm gonna go ahead and put the Leonardo just a pinch above it.
And
Uh,
maybe when you put the whole set together,
mm,
maybe that all looks awesome all together with every single piece.
mm,
And maybe there's a backdrop that came with some of the other pieces that they incorporate into
mm.
the full set. That could be something that would be awesome to see.
And there could be more coming. They did a four turtle black and white set, so it's all the same Universal Monsters, Ninja Turtles, but they're all black and white. That was interesting. They come in one big set. Um, yeah, but as far as Skeletor's deal, man, I just wish I could have seen those flames glow. They could have given you a little tabby that you pull out with just one little battery in there, but it's okay. Sometimes the problem with that is if a box sits, it may end up the battery can leak and cause bigger
Gets
problems.
corroded and damages the product, and as well as the box and anything else. So
Yeah, so I'll cut them some slack on that. Um,
okay, just quick question. That has a whole lot of thumb.
that's a lot of thumb. It is a lot of thumb. I don't know if you guys can see that. That is a lot of
That
thumb.
is a ridiculous amount of
That
thumb.
was a lot of thumb. I don't know if you guys can see this, but there is a lot of thumb going on there. That's quite
When you
the
go into your proctology appointment, you see a doctor with a thumb like that, you run.
yeah. So yeah, Skeletor has got a lot of thumb.
He's going in. Thank you.
It's one serious handshake you're gonna get.
That thumb's gonna come up to like here.
So one hand he's got a whole lot of thumb and then a fist. So again, Dr. Skeletor probably not going to be who you want to see. Uh, but yeah, I'm with AJ too. I really like the embossed box, um, and the fact that this all becomes something together. I love a toy that gives us a display with it. So whether you have a lot of stuff or you don't have much stuff, you could have just a small handful of pieces. But if they come dioramaed already, they just look awesome, and you don't need any extra goodies, especially for people on a budget. This thing is an all-in-one toy. Yeah.
I agree. But all the figures I enjoyed today, even though they weren't Transformers.
Don't worry, they will be back. Transformers will return. Okay. They will return. Don't cry. They'll be back. Don't worry. They'll be back big time. But I hope instead you guys still enjoyed this combination. If unboxing these helps you decide whether or not you want them, I hope it helps you make that decision. As much as I do like the NECA, Dracula Shredder, I'm really really impressed with the Skeletor and Throne.
As am I. But I think that wraps us up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you guys, hey, thanks for watching. Again, as always, we appreciate you spending your time with us, and I hope that we helped you figure out if these are some good as you want or not. And other than that, take it easy, and we'll see you later.
Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Forbidden Panel and Fictional Studios, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. Just a little love.
Catch you guys next time.
Thanks a lot. Later.
What's up, nerds? Scott Solo from the Sarlacc Digest podcast, and you are listening to my pal, my buddy, AJ from the Forbidden Panel. At least I think he's my friend. Sometimes he's my enemy. Sometimes he's my arch nemesis. Anyway, enjoy the show and keep it nerdy.